Hello, hello. Hi, I hope everybody's having a good day. Do I look tired? Yes. My reality is tired. My spirit is alert and running. So this was going on. Alright, this message is going to be very difficult to understand, but we have to understand it. I'm going to try to keep my energy as peaceful as possible. Okay? I don't like when I'm tired. Reality, tired. That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Not for the ones that energy is towards. It's not a good thing. So this is what's going on. I'm trying to get some rest. And then my spirit is demanding me to put this message out. So this is what's going on. First and foremost, I'm going to say this. Do I love kids? Yes. I love kids. All right? Babies, I love kids. Kids is everything. My kids are everything. However, fun fact, which I said in one of my other videos, but I think I need to put it out here in a way so you can understand. I don't care if you bust a baby out at this very moment as I'm doing this video. In reality, that baby is 1 day old. In spirit, that child could be 300 years old. Okay? Just let y'all understand that. It could be 300, it could be 400. You understand? It could be 500 years old. It could be more than that. Okay? So let me explain this. So, again, don't care if you pop a child out. I don't care if you pop twins out, triplets, so forth, so on. All those kids are spiritually old. We all are. Okay? So by me putting that out there, you will understand how I'm communicating. Alright? Why I'm the way I am. And once we realize that, we can understand a lot more in this world. Our spirits always come back. Okay? Always come back. And there are few people in this world that knows that. And they utilize that to get what they want. Okay? Okay. In this industry, a lot of people, not all, but it's a lot of them that are in the 1%ers knows that. Okay? And what's going on is a lot of these 1%ers don't have true success. Okay? You want to know why? Because they understand that our spirits keeps coming back. So what they do is this. They take those spirits and transfer them into other people's bodies. Yes. They transfer the spirits in other people's bodies, and I can prove it to you. In my last video, I stated everything in the world is real. I don't care what TV show, movie, whatever, it's real. In different dimensions, all at the same time, is real. Okay, you can believe it or not. I'm going to bust down this delusion one way or another. Okay? So, all I got to say is, the ones that's doing this, you haven't seen evil yet. Every one of y'all spirits about to go into my Pandora box. And you're not coming back out. You're not. I'm about to snatch souls so fast that you can't even blink. So this is what's going on. I'm not trying to scare people in the world, but I need y'all to understand how serious this is. And I'm going to prove it in two ways. Two ways. And one of them, you're going to understand why I say it with these kids. Okay? I'm proving two ways. So this is what goes on. And I'm going to just focus on the music industry. It's in all those industries, but I'm going to focus on the music because the music is really how they figure a lot of people out in the world. So this is what's going on. Everyone in the world, when you pop out of the womb, you are chosen. No matter what, we're all chosen. We're all chosen. Okay, we're all chosen for different things in the world. There are only few that stay chosen. Because what happened is they stay on the path. Like for myself, I stayed on the path to figure out who I was. So chosen people, your path, when you find your purpose, you find who you truly are. We have lived multiple lives. I am multiple people. Okay? I'm multiple people. All right? That has been in this journey. So we have multiple lives where we have passed on, but we came back as different people. And for me, I am a lot of leaders, okay, that went through a lot. And then as soon as they found out who I was, they exited me off. Okay, that's kind of how it happened. All right, I always started from the bottom, and they started noticing what was going on with me, and then they exited me off. Okay, in the midst of me making change. That's literally what it was. Okay, and as I talk through my journey, you're going to start noticing certain things I say, certain things I do is going to line up with some people. You're going to start noticing my gifts line up with a lot of people. You're going to start learning that my different things about me line up with certain people. Because I live multiple lives, multiple spirits. Okay. As you have as well. Okay. So, what happens is they find the person, and they do seances. So a seance is where they do a spell, a ritual, a spell over the person. They have the person body that they're taking the soul from, and then the person body they're going to put the soul in. Okay? Sometimes you don't really have to do it that way. Alright? There's other ways of doing it. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Do not. The ones that love the little spiritual world and be trying to dibble and dabble, I'm going to tell you right now. My spirit is within everyone. Let me feel your spirit trying anything. I'm going to exit you right on out. Don't care. Because we ain't about that life. We ain't about that life. So, poof, be gone. Point blank, period. No thought about it. It is what it is. That's how serious this is, because we all have a purpose in this life to do specific things. We all have a mission in this life to do specific things. And in this world, there's people that's stealing people's spirits and then utilizing them for their own purpose. So there are some celebrities out here, because you can have multiple spirits in your body. No different than when I talked about another video, whenever y'all have sex with somebody, you can be trapping somebody's spirit. Yes, you can trap a person's spirit. So that's why you go through a lot of these emotions and all these different things, because of that person's spirit. Okay? Even though that person can still be functional in their body and their spirit in their body, you still can have a form of their spirit or it's energy. Their energy within you. Yes. So when you sitting here going mentally crazy and obsessed with a person for no apparent reason, it's because you have that person's spirit, their energy within your body. So let me keep on going. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming at. You might have to listen to this video multiple times. Okay? So. Okay. we're going to start. I'm going to use a specific celebrity that's popping in my head right now. So, you know how like when celebrities die randomly, like suicide or drugged out and all of that? It's setups. A lot of times it's setups. It's because what happened is, sometimes these celebrities sell their soul to the devil. Okay? That's what it is. They sell their souls because they want fame. Well, this is what happens when they don't do what these people tell them to, like in, let's say, the Illuminati. We don't use the Illuminati or cults or whatever. So they sell their soul to the Illuminati, right? Or a cult. And they have certain record deals they have to do. They have certain things they have to do. They have to convert over other people, because when you become part of that, you have to be able to be willing to convert other people over into that industry. Okay? You have to bring them in. You have certain duties you have to do. And what happens is people start off that way doing these things, and then what happens is eventually they get tired and realize this is not the way I want to go. They start seeing God again. They start putting God back in their life. And what happens is when they start putting God back in their life, these Illuminatis and people sense it, and they don't like that. They against God. They all devil. Okay, they're all that hateful, anger, whatever. Well, I'm just say that evil spirit, because I did talk about the difference between with the God and devil spirit. So they just an evil spirit. All right, they just want. Or take. So what happens is we're gonna use Whitney Houston. Yes, we're gonna use Whitney Houston. Oh, I'm gonna vindicate some people today. Yes. So we're gonna use Whitney Houston. So she was in the industry. She was a singer. You saw how she started off, how she was struggling at the beginning. And then out of nowhere, her success started coming in. I'm gonna call it out. Her success started coming in. Think about it. I think right before she met Bobbi Brown. Yep. Right before she met Bobbi Brown. Nobody liked her like that. She had an amazing voice. But nobody liked her like that. But then out of nowhere, she became super successful where people was loving her out of nowhere. It was a setup. It was a setup. She was set up. It's coming through. She was set up. It was a setup. She had natural success. But they put a spell on her for people to not like her, because they wanted her a part of their team. Oh my God, it's coming through. Ooh, they wanted her a part of their team. So they set her up. And then she got a part of their team. Not by choice, but by demand. It's coming through. It's coming through. Not by choice, but by demand. So she had to live that life. She was on drugs. That's why she was on drugs. Whew. She was on drugs. And if y'all notice, it got real bad. It got real bad. But that was because she couldn't handle what was going on. They was forcing her to do a lot of stuff that she didn't want to do. Ooh, Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis, you did. Ooh, I'm coming for you. Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis did it to her. He put in her contract. She didn't want to sign it. But they threatened her. So she had to do it, and that's why she was on drugs real bad. So what happened was, she was going to eventually tell what was going on in the industry. She was going to... Robin wanted her. Oh, you ain't got to worry about these folks. They ain't going to come after y'all. I'm like, whoever's still alive, they ain't going to touch y'all. Robin wanted her to tell the truth, but she was scared to. She went to tell Bobbi the full truth, he kind of sensed something was up, but he wasn't sure. So they start threatening her family. That's why a lot of stuff happened to you, Bobbi, because of the contract she had with them. Your kids were sacrifices because of her contract. Oh, shit. Oh, I feel your energy, and I ain't even post this video yet. That's why your kids passed away, because of her contract. They couldn't get through her, so they got through you, because they knew she loved them. She loved you. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna try to get through. She really loved you, and she did not want that to happen, and she tried everything in her power. Everything in her power, but the drugs just got worse because she didn't know what else to do. She didn't know what else to do, and it just kept getting worse. And you loved her so much that you got on it. You got on it because you wanted to make her feel better, and you was gonna do everything you could to try to make her feel better, but you couldn't, because that contract that she had was messing with her. So you got on drugs too, but it wasn't that you wanted to. You just wanted her to feel like somebody else understands her. You just wanted to feel like somebody else understood her. You wanted her to not feel like she was by herself. And it screwed with you at the same time. Ooh, Lord, child. So what happened was, Clyde wanted her to do something. I ain't gonna tell him. But she wanted to do it. But all I know is she tried to change her life. Her death was not an accident. She was murdered. She was murdered. Hold on. It was him. He didn't know it though. So the boy that she had as like her, like she called like her son or something, that was Bobbi Christie's friend. If y'all notice in the interviews how he kept crying and stuff, they possessed him. He was a part of it. I need to say that. Okay. Ray J, you knew. But you couldn't say anything because you knew what was going on. Whitney told you what was going on. But you knew how crazy that society was. And it been haunting you for a long time. It been haunting you. It still is haunting you because you want to say something. You want to say something. That's why you did your hair blonde. That was your warning. When no another person that did blonde hair, every time when death was over their head, yay. You was trying to let the world know something was up, but you couldn't say it. And you've been trying to tell the world what's up. Even with the Kardashians, you've been trying to tell folks, but you know that dabbling in that life could get you killed. And you know how they handle stuff. Now, I ain't saying you picture perfect. But you ain't about that life. Let me just say it like that. You ain't about that life. You ain't picture perfect, but you're not about that life. But that's why you've been scrambling like you have, because you want to get that stuff off your shoulders, and it's haunting you. It's haunting you. So this is what happened. The boy killed Whitney. But it wasn't because he wanted to. They possessed him to. And this what happened. There was somebody else there. There was somebody else there. And they took her soul and put it into somebody else's body. Because when you sell your soul to the devil can do whatever it wants with that soul. They'll put that soul in somebody else's body so they can build up that other person's talent. So, when it comes to Orlando Brown, he ain't nowhere near crazy. When he say he looking at somebody and he sees somebody, facts. They trapping people's souls in other people's bodies, and then what happens is that person end up having more talent. They'll have more talent. So, 2 movies I'm going to put out. One is Chucky. And what is his name? With Charles Manson? Something like that? Charles something. But you notice in the movie how Chucky was trying to take his soul, and he took his soul and put it in the doll, and then try to take the doll, and try to take his soul out of the doll and put it into another body. All the information is out here in the world. Another movie. This is why I say when it comes to kids, even though we may be a specific age, I mean, like you can come out as a baby, you really older than what you are. And Trolls, the last one, Band Come Together. If y'all pay attention, one of the trolls had a boy, was in a boy band, and can't think of the name right now. It was Gage, something like, I forgot. It's trying to come to me. I'll get it. But anyway, his brothers all had powers. They all had gifts. And then there was two people that didn't. And what they did was they were siphoning or stealing the troll's energy. They couldn't even sing, but they were stealing the energy from the trolls, and that's how they was able to have talent. This stuff real. People are stealing folks' souls and putting them into other people's bodies so they can have talent, so they can have success. There's a lot of folks that's out here that has passed away prematurely, and that's what has happened. Now don't get me wrong, some people kill themselves off at an early age on purpose. Yes, some do it on purpose because if they're gonna pass away, they pass away on their own terms before the person can transfer their souls over. It's a lot that goes on out here, y'all. It's so much that goes on in this world. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But like I said, these folks, what they do is this. If they find out that you have talent, real, authentic talent, somehow they're manipulated. They'll manipulate it, make you feel like you can't get nowhere without them. Get you to sign the paperwork. A lot of times you don't read that fine print, or you don't have a lawyer because you need that money. You need it fast. You need success. It ain't even that you need it. You just want it. They throw big money out there in your face. Oh, we're gonna give you $500,000 up front, and you can do this record deal, and you can do that record deal, all of these things, but we'll give you the money up front. I always remember, when you get something before you do something, they up to something. Always remember that. Think of a loan. You get the money, right? Before you pay it back. They give you the money, but what happens? You have a high interest rate at the end. You paying back way more than what you owe. Ain't no different than contracts. So when you're running out here, and yeah, you could be in a poverty, in a situation where you barely can get by or whatever like that, and you've been in that situation for a long time, and somebody come up, hey, I got this such and such money I can give you, and if I give you this money, then we can make you successful, we can make you do this and do that. And a lot of times what they do is they'll get you in, but you have that money, right? They'll get you in, you do a album. Boom, do an album. How many of y'all got locked in and can't even produce your album? They won't even let you, they won't even allow your album to be put out where people can hear it. They'll lock you in. Because if you don't fulfill that contract, you got a couple ways of this handling. If you don't fulfill that contract, you stuck in the contract. So that means you can't get another dime, not even off of your own stuff or anybody else. How many of y'all try to go to another record company to produce music, or you decide, hey, I'm going to do YouTube or something. I'm going to just do my own music and then I'm going to put it out there. But in your contract, you're not even allowed to go anywhere else because you sold your soul to them. You sold your soul to that company. So they own your soul. How many of y'all try lawyers and all of these different things and you can't get out? There's people out here right now that are big name, and they can't even put their music out. So what they do, they start selling other items. See, they had you locked in the music, but they can't lock you in the other stuff because they ain't put in a contract. But now they're getting to the point that they was trying to put it in a contract where you can't even go out and produce any random products or do any of your own branding for your own stuff. Because if you do it, then you're going against the contract, the deal, because they want you to either possess somebody else, they want you to go steal from somebody else, they want you to kill somebody else. Yeah. That money cool and all at first until you have to really find out what the fine print really say. How many of y'all the millions? The ones that they have to go out and do this extra stuff. I watch enough of reality TV shows and stuff like that to know what's going on. I can look at it and see. How many of y'all from the Bad Boy Records had issues with y'all contracts where y'all couldn't get out? What about y'all? What is it they call? Dang, I forget the name. But y'all can't even make money off y'all own music that y'all have. How many other artists control y'all label and y'all music? They eating off of y'all revenue, and y'all can't even get a dime. Now this goes for all, like basically all industries. They do it in all industries. But they stealing souls. They're literally killing y'all off, steal your soul, put your soul in another body, so then you have no choice but to complete the deal. Matter of fact, it's another movie that's coming to me right now called Crossroads. It's an old movie. It's a very old movie. I think it's back in like the 70s, but it's called Crossroads. Shucks, even Ghost Rider is another one. Where you selling your soul? If I don't forget, I'm going to add those. But yeah, a lot of these people's spirits are still lingering. But they trapped in somebody else's body and somebody else is utilizing their spirit. They're manipulating it to do what they needed to be done. I'm not here to scare y'all in the world, but we need to be mindful of what's going on in the world. It's a lot of evil stuff that's lingering. It's time to clean up shop. And just because a person out here in the industry, they super quiet or whatever, doesn't mean that they got a freebie. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. The ones that came after me, don't think that you can put your soul in somebody else's body and think you still won't get back what you put out. Because I know where y'all at. I can snatch them out. So, all I say is this. It's time for people to pay attention. Figure out who you are. Because some of y'all don't even realize it. Some of y'all are leaders from in the past time. Some of y'all are leaders in the past time. Some of y'all could be singers from the past lives. Multi-talented. But you won't know who you are until you do the work of figuring out who you are. We all have a journey on this earth. But for the ones that's out here stealing souls, I think in my last video when I was talking about kids and stuff, about abortions and stuff like that, what we say, a life for a life. Y'all about to find out. But then, like, it's a lot more is about to, a lot more people is about to come down. A lot more. A lot more. So I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all higher ups, the ones that know y'all been dabbling in those contracts and selling yourselves and been doing some sneaky link stuff and thinking that nobody knows, I know. I know. So, you may not see me face to face in a reality, but your spirit and me is about to have a reality check. Because we're not about to keep doing this, stealing people's souls and keep taking advantage of people, keep hurting people. We're not about to do that. We can live with you, or we can live without you. It's really that simple to me. I don't like wasting time, and you're not going to waste my time. True success takes time. Authentic time. You got to know who you are. You have to put the work in. You have to put the true energy in. When y'all start seeing people that's randomly getting successful out of nowhere, we might need to start checking stuff. When they call what they call it, the industry plants, that's what they call them. They're putting them out there. And sometimes they put them out there, and then later on they'll transfer a soul into it. Just let you know. And then for the ones out here that's being successful off of some dumb mess, like y'all know y'all lyrics ain't like, I'm gonna call it out. Some of y'all people out here that's doing these lyrics, this surface level stuff or whatever, you already showing the world you ain't even utilizing your own soul. They using it. Because if you gotta sit here and all you can talk about is your boobs and your coop and your tail, we know you ain't got a brain on the inside that's working. So Scarecrow, get off the stick, wherever it's on, and use your brain. What is it? Or it was the lion. Oh, it don't even matter which one was in eyes. You have the ability to do better for yourselves. And for y'all in the world that sit back and think that is real music, really? Really? Really. And then you wonder why y'all, and you wonder why y'all miserable. You wonder why you're miserable. Okay. Y'all wonder why y'all miserable. I understand we can talk about certain things here and there. But all we doing is talking about your tail, what's between your legs, your boobs. Really? That's it. That's all we can talk about. That's it. That's all we can talk about. Or how many people you slept with. That goes for the guys. That's all we can talk about. Really? They don't even need to steal your soul. They just said, dang, we're just going to let them walk on up here. They got bored. That's what's crazy. They got to the point they got bored. It was like, we don't even have to steal souls. Why are we stealing souls and stuff? Why are we stealing souls? We ain't got to do that anymore. These folks slow. Folks going to buy anything. We just going to have them to talk stupid and reckless, and everybody going to like. We just instead of stealing souls, they say, you know what? We got a better way in doing it. Because stealing souls take a longer process. So what they did was, they just put subliminal messages in the videos and TV shows and movies, and said, we're just going to possess them. We're just going to make them zombies. We're going to mind control them. We're just going to tell them what to watch, what to look at, what to want. Excuse me. That's all we're going to do. Because we can get more with the masses than the classes. That's really what it is, y'all. How many of y'all kids out here having sex at 10 years old? Yeah, it is. How many of y'all kids out here just out? How many of y'all kids out here on smoking and stuff? Vape pens and all of that. You know they got the stores on every corner now. How many of y'all kids out here got vape pens? Hold on. How many of y'all got vape pens? Because if you got a vape pen, your child got a vape pen. You just don't know it. Remember when your vape pen went missing? You was like, I know. I put it down somewhere. They took it. So how many of y'all kids got vape pens and stuff? How many of y'all kids out here drinking? We don't need to steal souls anymore. We'll just put messages out here and make these folks talk about the dumb mess in life. And now we got their heads screwed up in the game. Like relationships. Relationships don't even last long anymore. You used to have relationships back in the day, what, 15, 20 years? What, y'all last a week? A day? How many relationship sites we have up here or accounts up here with everybody? I need a man. I need a woman. I need something other. Everybody trying to tell everybody how to live their lives and who they need to be. You need to do this. You need to do that. But y'all sit back and listen to this dumb music, this dumb mess. Because music is the gateway to a lot of stuff. Because we live off of vibrations. Vibration. That's how you get the energy in your body. You live off of vibrations. So music can alter the vibrations in your body. They can control you through music. I don't care if you're watching a jingle on a goddamn TV or radio or a movie. A soundtrack can possess the crap out of you just based off of the vibrations in the song. There's this one artist. I ain't gonna call your name out. Call the name out? Okay. Call the name out. This one artist, I ain't never heard a happy song from this artist, but this artist has so many songs in the world and very successful. Low vibration, low energy. Mary J. Blige. Child. I ain't never, I'm just saying your name. It's depressing. I don't care what y'all think of me. I don't care what y'all feel about me. But it's a setup. This child been so depressed since depression became a word. Everything in her song is depression, low vibration, but we listen to it. I've listened to it in my past, not no more. Every time I hear the songs come on, I turn it off because it can pull me down a little bit. That's how this world is. We are so focused on this low vibration frequency wave. And at the end of the day, y'all don't realize it's affecting you. That's how these people control you, through low vibration energy. That's how they control you. When y'all sitting out here listen to this, I'm going to call it what y'all call it, this thought music, or this crazy music, how these guys talk and stuff. When y'all listen to this stuff, y'all don't realize you degrading yourselves. You're degrading yourselves. Talking about this is the best music for all time, and that I like. If I had to pick what was my favorite artist, is this artist. And 9 times out of 10, when y'all celebrities say specific people are y'all favorite artists, y'all don't even believe it. But you have to say it. You have to say it because it's part of your goddamn contracts. Have you ever noticed on certain shows or a radio podcast, they'll put 2 people up there because they already know what is up. They'll put 2 people up. Prime example. I saw one when they had Beyonce and Rihanna. And they had different people. And they were like, who's your favorite artist, Beyonce or Rihanna? When they picked Rihanna, it was so easy. Oh, Rihanna. When it came to Beyonce, this was, well, I can't answer that. Or, Beyonce. And I'm sitting here like, dog, they got y'all locked. Because you scared to say the name, or you forced to say the name. Everything is set up. Even when the interview is asking those questions, it's a setup to get that person more publicity. Everything in this world is setups. Y'all don't think I noticed that. Everything in this world is set up. When it comes to like the interviews, y'all ask specific questions on purpose about specific people. It ain't so much. How many of y'all actors and singers and whatever, y'all go and supposed to be promoting your video, but you're sitting there talking about specific people? Why? Because it was set up that way. Bad news, same as good news. You can't even talk about your own stuff. So, at any point, let me know when I'm wrong. Please, check me. Please check me. Let me know when I'm wrong. Y'all know this mess out here. Y'all know this mess is out here. So I'm like this. You see something, you say something. It ain't no more see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, say evil, see evil, hear evil, tell evil, or your behind gonna be in trouble. That's really what it boils down to. Hear that? Say no evil, speak no evil, all of that? That was set up by them because they wanted fear in you. No different than how the church started out. They wanted fear in you. Don't get me wrong. You have to have some respect, form of respect. But at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. We're not going into that life no more of wrong is right and right is wrong. Yeah. I've noticed how it changed over time. The good people look like the bad people, and the bad people look like the good people. Not anymore in my life. So I'm going to say this. Just because of who I am, right? I don't have to do everything by myself. You have a responsibility. You took the role, time to play the role. You starring in the role. And based off of how you respond in the role, we'll see how you get paid at the end. Just let you know. It's vindication time, and this is how we're going to do it. I don't care if you have a contract with these people. Don't care if you have a contract with these people. I got you on that. But if you know information where you have seen these higher ups, because there's still some more out here. I already got the heavy hitters. It's time to come down the line. It's time to come down the line. We coming down the line. We're going to the process of elimination. It's gonna get ugly out here. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. It's gonna get a little ugly, but no different when we do this. This is how we're gonna call it spring cleaning. We're just doing it early. We're getting all the old trash out so we can put new stuff in. So I'm gonna say this, and I think I said this before in one of my other videos. If you know that you've been locked in a contract and they have you to do some stuff that you know that is not godly, if you know you have seen something that ain't right, if you know that you know some information that could help somebody else's case, go to the right people. Pray on it. If you're not sure who to go to, pray on it. My spirit will direct you where to go with. Pray on it. If you want to be vindicated, pray on it. Figure out, or if somebody already came to you, pray on it. Because sometimes this is what happens. These people already have an idea that you might be going to the authorities, and they have their own people in the lineup. You ain't got to worry about that. I got you. I promise that. I got you. Now I have to say this. Don't sit back and put one hand out there and try to hide the other. If you know you have done wrong, you might want to go ahead and state it, because you'll be next. But you have a better chance if you be honest up front. Then you might not go through what they're going through. Because at the same time, you have to realize if they put you underneath a spell, and my spirit will know, if they put you in a situation where you had no choice and you were stuck in something, you couldn't get out, that's something different. But if you volunteer to do it, then we have a problem. Hold on, somebody coming to me right now. There's an artist out here in the world that I spoke to you, and I told you to do something, and you didn't do it. You actually did the opposite of what I told you to do. If you want to lose your music career and be stuck where you live in a regular 9 to 5, I advise you to take off what you put on and do what I told you to do. I already told you the situation, what was going on. You believe in God, trust God. I'm not playing. So again, this message is going to get directly to you. I have no problem with that. But I already told you what to do. And I already told you don't worry about the other person. But instead of you doing what I told you to do, you did the opposite. Again, if you do not do what I told you to do, you will never have another career in history or the next life. Do I make myself clear? On that note, y'all have a blessed night.